Hi, good moment, good morning, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing. Hello, I see you and your light, and I'm honoring it. Thank you for being so patient with me, y'all, as I go through these last couple weeks of these really intensive classes. So I'm in starting my last week, and then Friday my time will be freed back up. So however, I'm learning a lot in this behavioral psychology class, and I'm learning a lot to be able to actually partake it into our readings. So there's going to be a lot of new healthy changes within the channel so we can grow. So we're always changing. We always need to be adaptable for change. And I'm going to be bringing in some of those magic tools that I've learned, and we'll just go on from there. I'm also working on 2 new decks. So stay tuned for those. They're going to be a bit different. I don't have anything else like it before. There's one deck will be somewhat familiar, but it's not going to be the same. And then I have a whole new deck that's coming that is nothing like I have. So 111, following my intuition. I'm very excited about it. So I hope you stick around to be able to see the release of those pretty soon, probably after my class ends. So anyway, Lord, let's just we're just gonna see how you are. Let's just see what's the energy. Oh, and I said, hey, 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 hey. I said, hey, what's going on? All right, Lord. Wow, that just went through my spirit. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Earth signs trying to pop out. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Lord. What's going on? I just drank some coffee through my hair. All right, Lord. What's going on with our collective here? What's going on right now, today? Secret card. Secret card there, Lord. All right. What's going on? What's going on, Jehovah? 234 there, Ascension. Second time I saw that this morning. Ascension. What's going on, Father? What's going on? Thank you. Alrighty then. Well, let's see what's going on, honey. Oh, the Chariot and the negative. Well, I really love this because what I'm kind of picking up on is that you are still stuck with making a decision. 311. What comes before the Chariot? The Lovers does. So here's this Lover's decision, and you're kind of stuck between this Jehovah, can we pull one more card, please? It really feels like you don't have a choice. You're trying to make a decision, but you don't have a choice. Father, what else is here? Thank you. Okay, what else is here? Let's see. The World and the negative, 411. What? 411, so that could also be twin flames. However, that's 4 wands. There's an ending here. There's a closure. There's, there's insecurity. There's instability. There's, we saw that King of Pentacles trying to come out already, right? So now that Earth energy is coming in this Pentacles. Pentacles is our 4s. Our wands are 1s. Our swords are 2s. Our cups are 3s. Our pentacles are 4. Our fire, air, water, and earth. Our lies, our truths, our feelings, emotions about it, and then how we present ourselves and what we act upon, right? And here we are trying to make this Lover's decision about which way to go, but it's almost like you just don't have a choice. Like there's outside forces that are really keeping you stuck here. However, I also am picking that up as like past energy. I'm getting this fluid flow of this is what's been stuck. This is what's been holding you back. However, that middle card there we saw was that Ace of Wands, and that's in the positive. So we have this Lover's decision that's keeping you from going anywhere, right? This is your vehicle. This is this overall decision in the movement. This is the fence that holds all that energy together as it finally descends or ascends, depending. So now we have, well, your car ain't going on the inside, this circuit, this energy, it ain't going. You need this new start, but you're holding on to too much. This new start is here for you. It's in the fog, really. But what's hard is that you can't see it because you're not willing to move on yet. Or you want to move on, but you're just so stuck in everything that killed you beforehand. And this is Wands here, so this is going to be the lies. And so everything that hurt you here, sweetheart, everything that had to come to the truth, things that you aren't willing to quite accept is what's going on here. And what is it doing? It's holding you behind. 611 there, that incoming justice when you make that Lover's decision. And sweetheart, here's the deal, is that you are presenting yourself as this victim mentality. And you're not going to be a victim anymore as soon as you say, you know what, I'm not going to be a victim anymore. I'm going to accept what happened to me. I'm going to be able to return home to myself within this new start. I'm going to be able to park my car in my garage and get it steady and turned off. And then I'm going to have this new start no matter what, because there's always a new door that's opening. There's always new information that's coming in. Yeah, that really hurt bad. But you know what? I have a new positive light in my life that I'm bringing in over here. I'm just going to bring this card out. And here's this. So now that I'm able to leave that go, my heart's going to be able to move on with willingness in the right direction, constantly giving you a new start with this new information that's always coming in. Oh, okay, I dealt with that. 7-11 there. Okay, now you're, you got your schedule at work and you're frustrated about it. That's new information, but it's still a new door. How are you going to handle it? Okay. Are you going to just emotionally react about it and then get upset with your boss and, whatever there? Are you going to emotionally react and hold it on the inside and then that just continues to drown you down? Or are you going to maybe take that new information and go to someone else and say, hey, I really needed this day off. I asked for it. I've got personal issues going on. I'm not able to make it to work that day. Can you help me out? Would you be willing to trade shifts with me? Or do what you have to do. However, where is your willingness? And right now you're just kind of feeling like you're so stuck, like I can't leave. I'm not in control here. When, sweetheart, you are in control. Okay. This decision that you have to make isn't about them. 8-11. It's not about anyone else, sweetheart, but you. It's your decision. It's your heart. It's your intentions. It's your concerns. It's your business. No one needs to know anything. They don't need to know how you're feeling. The more that you feed that monster, the more it's going to grow and you're not going to be able to move on. But Jehovah's already had this destined for you. This was the only card that popped out. Okay, and I'm curious to see what that card is because I used it as that new info, right? Ace of Swords. Shut up, Lord. So here's this new spiritual start. Every time that you get new info, how are you going to handle it on the inside? Are you going to continue to drive your car down necessary paths to get you in these dead ends that continue to make you sick and frustrated, and your GPS continues to go off because you're not in tune with yourself, right? You're not trusting yourself to know that you have this ability and that you're fully capable of being able to do this. 9-11 was just there. Thank you, Yeshua. There's this sense coming in that you don't feel worthy. You don't feel valuable. Well, sweetheart, what do you do with new information? Like right now, what do you do with new information? Do you freak out? Do you just like, oh, okay. Do you not even realize that it's new information and that you have the choice what to do with it? Right now, this choice isn't moving you very far up the Ascension Mountain, okay? You're not able to drive up to get to that top of the view that's right here that Jehovah wants to show you. Every time that you have new info coming in, you're able to steady yourself and say, okay, that's new info. Which way am I going to drive with it? Am I going to emotionally react? Am I going to logically respond? What is it that's best for me? That's holding my energy in, that's still allowing myself to have conversations with others and not to get involved with their energy. You have to learn that that's theirs. 10, 10, 10, 11. That 411 is coming back. 10, 10, that ending, but that new beginning. That door shuts, another one is opening. And then 10 to 11, that ascension to reproduce one more as it starts over and over and over again. When are you going to light the match, babe, under your butt to continue you going? Because right now, your whole body is at this standstill. And I'm kind of feeling like, once again, at this energy that he brought up earlier this week of just being so spiritually exhausted. Where's your fuel? Where's your gas for this car here, your body? What's in it for you? To make this overall decision that you clearly need to make, maybe about a job, since I brought that up, maybe about a breakup, since you can't continue to move on, the world. This could be anyone that you thought was the world, that obviously is not you. You allowed yourself to have that sensibility to please others. You have that fear of being rejected or a fear of being judged. 1111, and that's all that it is. You have a fear of being rejected or judged. So why play the game at all? Why allow that new info to come in to really make you unwell? You are now allowed to take this new information and allow yourself to say, no, I'm going to make the decision and I need to do what's best for me and my mental illness. Okay, so it becomes mental wellness. And this is a bad habit that needs to be refigured into a new habit to get that car moving in the right direction here. So what are you going to do? Are you going to choose to, what's going to be your right to choose? I'm keeping that Ace of Swords. What's going to be your right to choose? There's another card that fell out too that he's having me look at now. Every time this new information comes in, just say, okay, it's new information. Am I going to allow my feelings to get involved? Or am I going to just look at the truth and the facts and really resonate my own energy on the inside to be able to help that wellness become established? Ace of Wands here. Wands, honey, is our whole new foundation. Wands now that we reside in before a spiritual awakening or being born anew. This is Earth. But you're like, well, Michaela, Pentacles is Earth. Yeah, honey, I know that. Wands is that foundation. I want you to imagine this ascension, this mountain being built. These wands, these lies, everything that we've believed our whole entire life is what we are walking around in. Now, when we ascend higher on the inside, we're able to allow that truth come in, that new information, those truths to the lies to help us grow and ascend up, because we're not holding it in. We are just holding the space for it, the minimal space, the minimal exposure. We don't want to be sitting around cancer cells and then hoping we're going to be fine and taking our anxiety back home with us. No, I'm not going to sit next to this person. I'm not going to allow myself to have maximum exposure just to make me sick. Like, what's in it for them? For me? Nothing. It is about me. What's in it for me is making sure that I'm not giving myself too much. I need to be able to make sure that I am scheduling times, beginning to book myself out. There's also just this huge... afraid to feel the pain. Yeah, honey, but growing is about the pain. Growing has pains. Growing pains. But here's the deal is what's growing is you're trying to ascend up this mountain inside of you that's held you down for so long. It's surrounded you in your ones. And Jehovah's telling you, look, I've got 2 new starts for you at any given time. I'm always wanting to give you new information for you to make this right choice on this path that you are setting straight. All right. These aces, this is a 1 and a 10, isn't it? Technically, or a 1 and the end of it all. technically, depending on what game you're playing. However, this is always an I. This is always one more. This is the Alpha and the Omega. Yeah. Alpha and the Omega, he says. He's the beginning and the end, and he's had this plan for you since the beginning and the end. And he says, I can't help you go up the parking garage and park your car at the top to see the beautiful sunset unless you allow me to have your keys. Beep, beep. Okay, he's not against you, sweetheart. He is your #1 supporter. He is your #1 love in your life. The enemy within you, that victim, has taken over, and that's why it's so hard to move on in the right direction. Okay, those wands, those ones, that's Satan's authority. Right? Book of Revelations, the earth's going to die, Satan's going to go. So Satan's living here all around us here. We are walking around sleepy people more than you realize. So now, was Satan given authority over our flesh? Yeah, it's the earth, it's dead. Earth, like we talked about. Now, was he given authority over our spirit? No. However, our spirit is within our flesh. Yeah. It's trafficked. It's trapped. It can't go anywhere. There's no keys for the jail cell to move out because the owner has not given permission. You want to see what these cards are? I want to see what these cards are. Let's see. He's going to do bottom of the deck first, as he always does, because those are secret messages. God, that's so good. All right. Queen of Wands. Yes. All right, Father. So once again, we are confirming this twin flame relationship. Queen of Wands, this feminine, she's upside down. This feminine in this twin flame relationship. The world is here. There's an ending here. This car won't go anywhere. There's a separation. There's this choice of wanting to come together, and the world, the universe, has just said no. It's not time yet. However, it's incoming, right? Because the Queen of Wands would be in charge of her wands overall, right? But look at this. This Queen of Wands is in the negative, sweetheart, because this feminine is in this having a hard time in making the right decision. Now, masculine, this can be you and just your feminine side. Your emotions are taking over instead of your masculine energies, your logic, the what's in it for you, really. Feminine, same thing. This is you because this is the energy that Jehovah's having me react to the most and resonate with. However, this is just your feminine side inside of you, feminine. It's a feminine side overall on the inside. But then when we project it out, because God has given us a twin flame, so we know what that true love feels like. So we have that encouragement to drive our car in the right direction. Well, this Queen of Wands hasn't even decided to take her keys out of her purse yet. She's still crying. She's still at the restaurant overeating. She's still going through the mall and trying to figure out if she wants a pretzel or if she wants Cold Stone. Like, there's just so much self-harm behavior here. And this Queen of Wands, when they're in the negative, this is that low, toxic, vibrating energy that Satan overwhelms, right? Where's her spirit if she's not in the upright? Okay, Satan is really trying to get this feminine power, this property over you, because he knows that that's what's next. He knows that that's what's going to happen when Satan can tell this energy that he used to reside over is now fighting against him within your car, within your vehicle, within your body, within your tent, within your magician energy, within your kingdom, your temple, your heart. Satan's going to understand that because he understands that, oh, this is the power of God fighting in me now. And this isn't normal. This isn't right. And he's going to continue to try to hold on to you as much as he can because he knows how valuable you are. He knows how valuable you are. But you have seemed to forgot because Satan took over your brain, sweetheart. Our brain is a muscle that has tricked. It's been formed to lie to us at all times because it belongs to the ones. We belong to those 2, 3, and 4s, those ascensions. Did you see that 2, 3, 4? I already saw this morning, and then he just brought that out. Lord, I love your presence. Thank you. We belong to those 2, 3, 4s so we can reproduce on and move and bloom and grow and ascend and descend and flap our wings and breathe through our beautiful lungs and get our heart pumping so we can feel that holy blood running through us, right? Oh, feminine side, where are you? Are you at the bar singing karaoke? What's going on? You've let yourself go so much. Masculine side, you've let yourself become so vulnerable to those feminine properties that it's so hard to feel that pain. I understand now, Lord. That Ace of Swords really is to release. It's not against you. It's for you. It's to take everything out. So you parents out there, or if you don't have a child, just, you know, pretend for me that you do for a minute. Your, this kind of looks like a splinter or something pokey. Okay, so your child got a sliver, you know, a pokey thing in their foot. And it's a pretty bad one. And you're kind of trying to just hold yourself together. Your child's freaking out. There's a little bit of blood and you're trying to find the tweezers, but then they're just, the pinchers. And, you know, it's just a really hard moment. You are literally telling yourself, no, I'm not going to take this splinter out. No, I'm just going to let it cause that pain. I'm just going to let it continue to fester. I'm going to continue to inflame. I'm going to allow it to continue to get infected because I'm not going to clean it. I'm not going to give it the TLC that it needs. I'm not going to pull it out with the pinchers. I'm not going to clean it afterwards. I'm not going to put a Band-Aid on it. I'm not going to allow it to heal. Queen of Wands, you are not allowing yourself to heal. You are making yourself sicker and sicker, more and more. 2111, two sides of you, feminine and masculine, following that intuition together. You are not allowing yourself to heal and to move on. And you're just making yourself sicker and sicker. And that was our confirming energy right there. You just continue to circle down the drain because you are allowing that necessary power to control you. And if you're allowing Satan to control you within the powers of earth here, not knowing what you're doing, then you're not with the power of God, sweetheart. The power of God is still saying, look, I just want to give you that truth all the time. I just want to give you a Band-Aid every time. I just want to clean it and make you feel better. There's a lot of manipulation here within you too. It's like you give yourself these constant lies and excuses like, oh, I'll figure it out later, or you know, I'll do this later, or, you know, I don't really want to go do it anyway, so I'm just going to stay home, yada, yada, yada. I know I need to heal 2211, but I just don't want to do it right now. I know I need to say the truth, but I just don't want to do it right now. My twin flame isn't here, so I don't have any reason to live, blah, 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 blah. I just don't want to do it right now. 22, that 4 and 4. What's in it for you? Seriously, sweetheart, what's in it for you? Continuing these bad habits and self-harming behaviors right now. What's in it for you? When you're driving your vehicle, when you're driving your vehicle like this, what's in it for you? Lies, manipulation, deceit, Satan's energy instead of God's, the will to die because Book of Revelations tells us so. Well, but Michaela, I have swords coming and this Ace of Wands was in the positive. Yeah, that's what's in it for you in the positive. When you're driving your car, 2311, your kingdom, your temple, in the right direction, down that right path with all that holy light to get you through this bullshit fog. That's what you have coming for you. That's what's in it for you when you decide to turn around and make that right decision and heal. This Queen of Wands has to come in first before that King of Wands can ascend up and bring in those King of Swords, Queen of Swords energy in. Okay, so let's see here. There's also Cancer, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, 3 of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio now. We also saw that earth energy beforehand, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, so twin flames, it is all here. You're going to be able to celebrate and move on from this broken heart that's continued to allow you to be stuck. You allowed your broken heart to take over you and this victim living inside of you. And now you have to sit there and say, no, victim, you don't get to see my day-to-day. You don't get to deal with the people like I do. You don't see what I see, victim. You just feel. And feelings get you nowhere. They really don't, unless they're high vibrating loves. But when you're this mentally unwell and needing a whole new mental retraining here to celebrate and move on in your highest power, you know. He's also trying to bring this card out, so let's see what this is. Oh my gosh, the devil. See, I told you, Satan wants your heart, and you're going to be able to celebrate and move on because you're going to have that new spiritual start. Death and rebirth is going to happen, which is the first overall queen. So if you have this negativity queen, she's going to have to come into the positive, which is going to then branch out and ascend to that 2, 3, and that 4. The Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, and Queen of Pentacles, that Empress energy, to be able to backdoor that masculine energy coming into 2, 3, 4, that Emperor. Okay, so let's see here. That Devil card. Gosh darn it. See, I told you Satan wanted you. I told you. The Moon under there, that feminine side. He wants your feminine side, and you're going to allow him to get it. Yeah. All right, let's see what this card was first. 3 of Wands. You're joking. Well, that makes 4 of Wands right there, like we talked about earlier. That 411 came out, and I said, oh, well, that confirms twin flame, the security, stability, that Cancer energy, which is also right here. Cancer is also our feminine side. If we are going up from the foundations, the ones, the Tropic of Capricorn, which is also the Devil card, we're going to be able to rise and ascend to these 2, 3, 4s up to the what? Tropic of Cancer. Driving your car in the right direction while those east winds come in and from the west, and just be able to circle around. So no matter what's going on in your world, you're going to be able to drive your car right, because you're sitting in your rise above your emotions, and you're able to make those logical, not emotional, curious questions in your life to be able to move on in the right direction. That's beautiful. I absolutely love that. That ascend, he wants to help you grow so much. That's what's going on. Ace of Wands there, Ace of Swords, and then that 3 of Wands. I also love it because that 3 of Wands is also going to be that really far bloomed out back door of that 3 of Cups, which we already saw as well. The 3 of Twos is there. The 3 of Twos is there. We have that new start with the truth. So then that 4 of Swords is going to come in. So we saw that 4 of Wands, that stability, that security, that ending and overall closing to that twin flame chapter, to reopen a new one in that Ace of Swords with that 3 of Swords. That would have to be in between that and the 3 of Cups. So you're going to be able to conjoin all 4 swords and have a mental truce, and those emotions are not going to be able to take over. You're going to be able to think clearly and drive your car in the right direction here, because all of the trauma and the tornado going around you isn't going to affect you anymore. You're going to have that self-empowerment. Thank you, Father. I just heard self-empowerment. I love it. Okay, secret card. The Tower. I love it. This Tower is incoming, and what it is because, honey, that Devil card comes right before the Tower. Right before the Devil card is Temperance energy, which is fire. Queen of Wands, Ace of Wands here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is really what that high arcana goes back to. However, I love it because temperance is our temperament, our hot and our cold, our yes or no, how quickly we are going to react or respond emotionally or logically. Okay, because we have that masculine energy to backdoor that front door, front door the back door, or we have the feminine energy, the emotional bullshit, to backdoor the front door. The masculine energy is going to be on the front, but that feminine is going to be on the back. However, we're 2, 3, 4, 5D beings, more than that. So we have layers. So that feminine energy, those twos, are going to have to switch back around while that other side is still here. So there's that inner cup again of that first cup, the swords. This is the emotions. And then that's going to backdoor to the masculine energy. Once again, that earth, which is really just going to be blending in with that fire to start all over, because he's the alpha and the omega. And we've already talked about that. That energy is also right here. That Pisces energy comes in within that Aries to be able to separate out the land and water, the animals on the land, the rams and the bulls, from the fish, the emotions and those creatures within you, to help move your world on in the right direction, from up above and as within, so below, because the devil's got you. So now this electrical grid, this temperance energy, in Hebrew, this goes back to the semek, this electrical prop. So I want you to think of this little telephone wire that's got a small T and a big T. And what's happening is you're ascending from the very bottom, the very beginning, those ones, and you're going up. And this little T is going to start projecting up because you're building and you're learning 2911. And there's 2 Jesuses there. Thank you, Father. Woohoo. Thank you, Yeshua. That was beautiful energy. And then it's going to ascend up and grow even bigger to come out of you. Well, this whole journey of tarot is exactly what's going on here. Is we have those minor arcana, but these major arcana are this Gematrian reflection of how this energy is processing. So right before this temperance energy and restoring your electrical grid, reconfiguring you and your electricity, which is where that Queen of Wands comes in from right here. Once you make the decision to drive your car in the right circuit, in the right timeline, in the right electricity itself, the right current, because right now it's in the Tropic of Capricorn and it's making you really sick. And the Lord's saying, once you can get it up to the Tropic of Cancer, we're going to be just fine. Okay. So now what's going to happen is that death and rebirth energy right before that temperance is really going to come in. It's going to cleanse your flood. You're going to be able to surrender to all of that pain. You're going to be able to ask God and within forgiveness, and because you've been sinning this whole time. I mean, hello, it's right here within your feminine side. Eight of Cups, got to walk away. Hermit card, there's that Jesus energy. Thank you, Lord. So death and rebirth is going to take over. We have that Scorpio energy, which we already saw within that water. The Cups, Three of Cups, and we have Eight of Cups right there, which gives us an Ace of Cups left over. Oh gosh, Lord, that's funny. 8 plus 3. Wow. There's that Ace of Cups, which we would have to have after that Ace of Swords. Beautiful. So that death and rebirth energy comes in. It's restoring your fortunes, your properties and your polarities, your worth, your inheritance, everything that the Lord wants to bless you by way of your electricity. The energy current, Jehovah Elohim himself, the sun. Sun in Hebrew goes back to the Resh. The boss, the head, the chief, the Resh, the front, that masculine energy. The moon in Hebrew goes back to the Kuf, the back of the head. The back, the inside, like we already talked about. 3111 right there. So that temperance energy is going to come in with that Sagittarius, that human energy really, and it's going to start building your nerves. You're going to have nerve reconfiguration. You're going to have headaches. You're going to be going through these spiritual ailments that are really physical because it's trying to come out of your body, because it's being removed and let go of this energy here. This electricity has to be greater within you to be able to overcome that Satan's energy. And where's your potential? Where's your potential when you're driving your electrical current like this? Okay, no wonder you're just continuing to circle the drain, because you can't ascend up and out and you can't turn off of, you know, the highway there. So then that devil energy is going to be trumped because the power of God is greater with that tower. And this is why he's bringing that out. This is why it's a secret card. You're going to have a really rough time. However, this really rough time, you're going to feel it and you're going to know it. And don't be afraid, because it's him. He's there to help you through it. And this shit needs to come out in order for you to be born anew. Okay. So when the inside of your cup, my goodness, let's see where I can draw this at. So okay, pretend that's a cup. Okay, so this is that masculine. This is the outside, the face of it, no matter which direction you're looking at it. However, on the inside, when you look down into the cup, when you're about to pour your coffee, you're making sure there ain't any fuzzies or anything in it. That's the feminine. That's the inside. That's the back. That's what we don't see when we're looking at the front. Oh, perfect, Lord. I've got a freaking coffee cup right here. This is the front. This is the face. There's a back on the inside, but I'm not paying attention to it. I don't even think about it. If I were to really think about it, I would, oh yeah, that is there. That the back is there. I mean, it's right there. I see it every time I go to take a sip because I'm an addict. However, I'm not thinking about it. One whole masculine energy, but how many sides? 33:22. Thank you, Father. 3 against 2 and 2 against 3. Luke 12:49. Not peace but division. Hierophant energy. Thank you, Father. How many insides to the feminine? 4. 2 positives and 2 negatives of each. That's going to help this whole spectrum, this tower, help you be able to conquer it and bring everything out like a big volcano energetically. Okay, you're going to have this spiritual awakening. Your moon will be restored. He's going to be able to drive your temple, your kingdom, and put you in the right direction in that Tropic of Cancer, which, look, that was exactly where he wants your world, because it was the first 2 major cards that he brought out for us. He wants your car in this Cancer energy, and he already told you it was going to be done. And when God makes promises, he keeps them. Okay, let's see here. Jehovah, let's do Hebraic deck, you say? Ecclesiastes 3:7, a time to tear and a time to mend. A time to walk away and a time to heal. Is it time to walk away right now? And what's in it for you? Is it time to come back and heal? What's in this for you? Right? Sometimes, honey, we have to do things that we don't want to do, but we want to do them because we are tricked to thinking that's what we want to do. No. You're allowing your flesh to rule your spirit. Oh my gosh, there's that devil card again right there. See? And you have to be able to bring in that power of God, Jesus, to help your spirit overcome and be greater than that devil. When that tower is trumped, what comes in? The star. It's our third eye, to see from the inner and the outer, by way of the sun, that electrical energy, Jehovah Elohim himself. What comes after the star? That moon. Then the sun. Then that judgment overall, and then the world. In your crown. Star, sun, and moon. Boom, boom, boom. I love it. All right, Father. Last overall message here. What's going on? Whoa. Should we see it? The Lover's card. Shut up, Lord. Oh, Father, you crack me up. It's in the negative because you still can't make a decision. And a negative Lovers is a positive Hierophant. So this spiritual awakening is really coming in for you. And the deeper that you go in, the more of you is coming out. But at the same time, the more of you that's coming together. You're a constant overflowing cup here. And I don't want you to see yourself as this cup. I want you to think of the energy that's going to move it. You know, when you see this flower on like a YouTube video or like a little GIF or whatever, you see this flower and it's blooming and it's opening up. What's coming out? There's still energy that was trapped on the inside. It's coming out. But you also have one on the bottom too. So it's coming out of the bottom too, because as within, so without, as above, so below. You are making a huge, incredible decision and within this twin flame energy. And the Lord's telling you, look, I've already explained to you how sick you're getting and how sick you will become. How sick you are. That Lover's energy. Shut up, Lord. My goodness. Okay, bottom of the deck, he says. Oh my God. King of Cups. You know who that is for me? That's Jesus. Jesus is my King of Cups card. You can't remove the power of Satan without the power of God. Are you making this huge decision to come home? Are you making this huge decision to let God in and Jesus? Or are you trying to fight it and things are going on in your body because you're not in control? You don't have power. You don't have power right now with Satan, no matter how much he lies to you. But you will have so much power with God because he wants the best for you. Whatever you want, it can come true. Are you going to rip the Band-Aid off? Four of Swords. Shut up. Oh my gosh. Rip the Band-Aid off. Let Jesus in. He's going to remove the infection. And then he's going to help you heal. Two of Wands. Help you heal. Move on the right path and ascend. The Magician. See, this is your body. This is your car. This is your tent in Hebrew. That's exactly what it goes back towards. And it's overruled by that masculine Satan energy. And in the negative, it is a master manipulator. But the Lord's saying, look, when you start to drive your car on the right path here, I can put you in this power. You will have power with me and you will be the ultimate manifester. I'll give you anything that you want. You just have to choose. 8 of Cups. Oh my gosh. Are you going to choose to walk away? Are you going to choose to sit in this shitty mess? Love you.